Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's cool. Duterte power always and do the right thing always. So let's support always our president and be with him 100%. Today, what I just wanted to comment about it was some comments that I have seen around, and some other people also comment on some things, which is, they should think really well, and probably maybe those people doesn't have the mentality to think really good about it or decide for themselves. But anyway, most of it, what is this about? It was some people were commenting about our president, what he said and what he promised to us as Filipinos, and he will give us about 3 to 6 months in to be clear drugs and corruption. And that's most of what he said. And then it's a few months going, and for whatever, since he come in power, he done so much more than anybody ever done in 10 to 15 years in the Philippines. I think much more than that, actually. So it's just for some people, it just comes up and then he says, oh, he hasn't fulfilled his promise. Come on, guys. Let's give a break to this, because it's not an easy task. It's not an easy job to be done. Just going in the presidential and clean up a mess which has been there for more than 15 to 20 years or probably much more. And for the time he has been in power in his office, he has done so much well than anybody else you can ever think about. Okay? So he's also a lot of drug dealers and drug lords and drug protectors on the government before, and still, even if they already come out of government, but still around, they are still, proceeding that. And to be stopping drugs coming into the country is a difficult one. I mean, it takes quite a while to deal and find out so much around the country. Excuse me, the country is not only one country together, is divided, and is so many islands to be controlled, to be patrolled, and to be everything organized. So it takes more than 3 months to 6 months to do this. But what the main thing is, what our president already done, and he already begin from his first time as in the office. He done so much more than anybody else. Can we understand that, and can we think about it, and we we just seen it, what he has been doing it. So let's a lot of people didn't know this. We didn't vote for him to clean up the drugs in 6 months or 3 months. It doesn't matter. What matters is he's doing the work, he's doing what he said. And it doesn't matter even if he said he promised. It's okay. Whatever he promised, he has been doing it, and he still keep doing it. And it will be done. But let's not put into a time. As long as he is as a president, as long as he is in power, you will do the best and the right things for the Philippines and for the people. Okay? So for some people who has been commenting, oh, he felt this, that, no. Don't, please, people, just don't even come on and criticize our president like that. He doesn't feel anything. He done, and he's doing it, and continuously, and doesn't matter how long you'll take, you will be done. And this is the most important thing. Okay? So let's keep it on, and let's keep going, because Philippines is a big country, has so many islands, and drugs can come through everywhere. Most of places is a lot of Mindanao places, like Iligan City, from those kind of sides. General Santos is quite a big place to cover. And drugs is much move around the Philippines during the night. During the night, the drugs, they are moved around through trucks, through boats, and through most of everything else. And the most kind of things, what we had to do is patrol the borders of sea. Our sea borders, we have to patrol it, because most of it, drugs comes in through the Philippines by boats, through island to islands, and most of the important, we have to check underwater, because drug lords and big drug dealers, they have submarines. The submarines, they use it to go undetected underwater, and if we're not aware, they can pass through any other place from China, Japan, even Japan, or through Taiwan. Taiwan is not far from Philippines, and coming in through into the islands, island to islands, and that's how most of the drugs will be transported. You know, but the most important thing, boats, trucks, and everything moves at night. So, and we have to do patrolling, and we have to do checkpoints, and make these checkpoints, you know, picking up the drugs which is going through the Philippines. We need to have more dogs, the canines, to be trained for people to use the canines around trucks when we do checkpoints. We used to need to use more dogs around it. And this is the most things what we're going to find around cars and trucks and everything, which is passing through night times and any time of the day. Checkpoints, we use our dogs. The canines to smell the drugs, which you will find so much. So we need a lot of canines for patrolling our borders and have them around. And this is the most it. But please, people, and a lot of people who just been commenting, and if you don't understand and then criticizing our president, give us a break. You know, just give us a break, because try to understand it doesn't matter how long our president takes. All we want is, and we see what he's doing. In the past few months, he has been coming in. What we want more. Always is following what he's saying, and he's doing it. So let's be with our president, not criticizing, not for how long he said it. It doesn't matter. There's so many people involved on this kind of drugs, from governments and all kind of stuff, which is not easy. And we have to find, you know, it takes time to find people. It takes time to prove and have evidence for this. So everything takes a long time to do, a lot of work. So it's not just today I wake up and then, oh, you know, I'm going to build a house. It takes time. So everything takes time. In our life, everything takes time to achieve something. And our president is doing their best. Let's keep, you know, supporting him, and less criticizing, please. That would be great. And more support for our president Duterte. And the another one I wanted to comment today in the same level of it, you know, again, it comes to US. Before, Obama is supposed to come and meet our president, and then he canceled that meeting and everything. So just because Obama now cannot comment as much anymore about our president and get interfered on the Philippines, because they have bases on the Philippines, and our president can tell them to get out. Most of what 100% what Obama put it is to be EU to be involved into human rights. So no, what I see in a comment was about the EU is coming in to tell our president to stop the killing and stop this and that about human rights. Who the F is EU to coming in to say something again to our president and our Philippines, you know? So like our president keeps saying, and he said that nobody's my master except the Filipino people. So he will not listen to anyone except his own country people, which is right. And I'm in the UK. I'm from the EU, and I hate it. I'm happy we come out. UK come out from the EU. So these people from 27 countries, as they're putting it, these people from the EU governments, you know, I do hope our president tell them to where to go to and where to stick it to somewhere else, and not to interfere for the work our president is doing and keep doing. So for today, I just wanted to say most of this, and I wanted to comment on that parts of some people. If you don't understand or have their mind to see it, what is the right thing, please don't comment something stupid. All of us, we have different opinions. All of us will have different views. I do understand that. But come on, let's see the common sense of everything, what's happening and what's going on. Okay? Let's see the common sense, what is right and what is good and what's going on in our country, in the Philippines. Isn't it better now? If you walk in the Philippines, everything is different. You know, things is much different. Better. And this is good for us to get other countries into dealing with us, trading with us and everything. Which would, you know, if we don't, we still have Asia. Asia, which is still great. So, only dealing with our places, our neighbors from Asia, completely really good. Let's tell EU from Europe to stick up their butts and not interfere with any human rights in whatever we have in the Philippines. We know human rights, we know what is right, and we need law and order, like most of the presidents of US say we need law and order. And that's what our president is doing, law and order, but only in the Philippines, only in his country. When other people say law and order, they mean in other countries for them to control it. Our president is controlling our Philippines, our people, and that's what we need. A leader like him. Let's support our president always. For today, that's quite good enough for me. And hope everything is cool. And to everyone, and if you like my video, you can share to everybody else. For some people doesn't understand it, for them to start understanding and not to comment something bad about our president. So now, thank you very much, and have a nice day. And Duterte power always, and let's do the right thing always. Take care, and see you next time. Bye bye.